Hey guys, how's it going? I'm FighterZ, and today we're going to be going over Goku Blue shoulder loops. Now there's a few videos out there already on this, but I just thought I'd give my take and experience and maybe give you guys a little bit more help if you're still confused. They're very difficult, but once you get them down, they're actually not too bad. If you're unfamiliar with how they look, and something like this, if you're interested in playing Goku Blue, you definitely want to pick up these loops. Anyhow, that's just one example. So the most important thing that most people will tell you is how you delay the Kai Blast. You want to delay it for about as long as you can just before they come out of hit stun or tech out. If you wait too long, obviously they will tech out. If I can do this wrong, see? If you wait too long, they'll tech. So you gotta find the right timing for that. Usually it's just before they tech out. Delay it about as long as you can. And this is actually probably the easier part. Once you get some practice, you'll get a feel for it. The second thing is not only how long you delay the Kai Blast, but how quickly you follow up with the quarter circle forward L. So it doesn't matter how long you delay the Kai Blast if you're inputting the quarter circle forward L too fast, because you'll end up too high. See how high up in the air I am? It's because I'm inputting it too quickly. I wouldn't recommend necessarily delaying it. You just don't want to enter it super fast. I know naturally you want to, because once you're initially practicing the combo, you kind of want to spam or just do things quickly because it's uncomfortable. But just try to take it easy on the quarter circle forward L. Don't delay it, but just input it at a nice, easy pace. Not slow necessarily, but just like a natural pace. You want to end up just above the ground. You're going to end up about that height. You can see I'm coming off the ground a little bit. That's about where you want to be when you hit them with the quarter circle forward L. So you want to delay the Kai Blast and take it easy on that quarter circle forward L motion. The last thing, and probably the most frustrating, is following up with that light jab on the ground. Usually when you're first starting out, you're probably going to be, hitting it too much and accidentally kicking, trying to catch them with it, and that can be frustrating. What I recommend is, if you're still practicing, is just focus on your loops and getting it down to the ground close enough, and trying to manage to hit them. Once you get used to landing that 5L, you can even spam it. As long as you're hitting them, you're doing the loops right. If you're able to follow up with that 5L, you're doing the loops correctly. And once you get used to doing the loops, you can start to try to follow up once you get used to landing that 5L. What I do is I usually press it a few times and try to, try to get it in quickly, but stop myself so I don't accidentally do that kick. So, but for you, just try to spam it, and if you're able to land that 5L, you're doing it good. And once you get more comfortable, you can start, trying to actually follow up with the 5LL in the air. So it's going to take a lot of experimenting, a lot of practice. You will get used to it. You will get better. The best thing I can recommend is just practicing. If you're having trouble with the shoulder loops, just remember, maybe I'm not delaying the Kai Blast long enough, or maybe I'm inputting, if you're ending up too high, you're inputting the quarter circle forward L too quickly, maybe slow it down a little bit. If you're hitting the ground before you're able to land it, you're doing it too slowly, and that'll look something like that. Maybe quicken it up a little bit. Just try experimenting, try delaying it a little longer, the Kai Blast, or try inputting the quarter circle forward L a little slowly. Just experiment and you'll get more used to it. And once you get the loops down, you can start trying to do the follow-ups. Now these are really deadly. I recommend any Goku Blue player learn them. Try to just do it with 2M, 5M to practice, because if you try to do it from 5L, L2, 5L, L2, and 5M, you'll end up too far above them, which makes it impossible to follow up. You want them to be a little bit above you so that you can follow up properly. See, the reason I canceled out of that loop and instead went into the jumping heavy combos because they ended up too far above me. So I wasn't going to be able to follow up, which will happen sometimes. Sometimes you'll be in the middle of a loop and you'll end up too far above you. And once you get more acquainted with the loops, you'll be able to figure out the delays you need and adjust your height while you're mid-loop. That's way down the line. I wouldn't worry about that. It's just something to keep in mind. I think that's pretty much it. You can also loop from 5H. This is a little more difficult because you have to be a little faster. The timing is a little different. You don't want to do, usually you're not going to do 5LL. You can, but usually you're just going to do medium, special, and then follow up. And that's the same for the medium shoulder bash. Usually just going to do the medium and follow up, but I recommend again just practicing the normal loops until you're comfortable with those, and then you can start practicing the more advanced, like corner Goku Blue B&Bs. Anyhow, guys, that's going to be pretty much it. I hope this gave you some insight. I'm sorry if it's not that informative. I haven't really done a lot of in-depth guide videos, but I felt like this is something I could explain a little bit because I play a lot of Goku Blue and I just enjoy playing them, and I hope to see more people playing them, especially with Season 3 coming out. To end it off, I'll give you one more example of how deadly these loops are. Learning these loops really boosted me to the player I am today. It'll open a Pandora's box. It'll give you a lot of insight into the game and how it works, and you'll just be a better player altogether just practicing small things like these loops, sparking loops. So it's definitely good to learn, even if you never use it in a match. It's always good to learn how certain things work in the game. I don't know. Anyhow, here's a combo, and I hope you guys enjoy. Anyhow, guys, there's just one example of how deadly these loops can be and how essential they are to Goku Blue's gameplay and what makes him such a deadly character. Anyhow, guys, I hope this video was informative. I hope it wasn't too confusing. And like I said, if you have any questions, I would be glad to answer or help you out in the comments. Hope you have a good one, and good luck with the practice.